Gentleman from Tennessee, Mr. Van Epps, for questions if he has.
Thanks, Mr. Chairman. Just a couple more questions focused on modernization and the customer experience. Governor, what model nations do you look at for wins in air travel operations abroad? Where's the gap between U.S. standards and potential improvements elsewhere overseas?
I don't think there's an overseas model that we look to per se, because our airspace is so unique. We are the largest, most robust, most important airspace in the world, and we have access to the best technology and the best capital. So I think we look at the technologies we have here, our abilities and our ability to innovate, and making sure that that isn't being talked about for 6 or 7 years, maybe come through a piece of legislation 3 years after that, and by the time it gets implemented, it's already a 15-year-old piece of technology. So I think it's all about speed and implementation of what America has to offer and what America delivers. There are certain aspects in Europe that use a certain piece of software, or maybe in Canada, how they manage things, but nobody is as big and robust and has such demands on the system as us. Nobody compares to us. So I think it's best to bring our own subject matter experts. You bring the airports together, you bring the airlines together, you bring the folks at FAA together as a team. And I think we're seeing that. I think in the last year, you've seen that tremendously with the Air Traffic Control Modernization Project, where private industry has a lot of, not control, but input in terms of what works, what doesn't, and how to bring it to bear.
Great, thank you, sir. Mr. McLaughlin, since the implementation of TSA's one-stop security pilot program at your airport, have you noticed a significant drop in screening time for international transfer passengers? And do you recommend extending this program to additional airports throughout the U.S.?
Yeah, so because it's a pilot program and it's limited to Heathrow right now, on a statistical basis, I can tell you that 100% of the customers coming off the Heathrow flights are experiencing a significant improvement in wait times. I said earlier, the first person off the airplane is waiting 7 minutes between leaving the jet bridge and re-entering the sterile area. Absolutely, the program should be expanded. It should focus on both passengers and baggage where possible, and we should expand beyond the 6 original pilot sites that were listed in legislation. Now, it should also be made permanent. Right now, it's a pilot program set to expire in 2028, and we would ask you to make that program permanent.
Great, thank you, sir. And finally, Mr. Chairman, I would like to submit for the record a statement from the Cargo Airline Association.
Without objection.